What is SEO and how can it help you make more money? In today's presentation, I'm going to teach you how to make more money with what you already have. And it's just by positioning it differently and getting it in front of profitable customers. You can have an amazing, incredible product that does extremely well when you sell it in person, at pop-ups, or at farmers markets. But then when you try to sell it on Etsy, it never sells, and maybe it doesn't even get seen. So what is the reason and how do you fix this? If your product is amazing and yet you have no traffic, the reason is almost always that you have an SEO problem. Before we get started, I want to introduce myself. My name is Dylan Jarris, and I'm an Etsy seller of over 7 years. I've made over $1 million in profit on the platform, and I still have my shop, and I also sell on Amazon and Shopify. So my whole background is actually corporate e-commerce, and I was working for big companies like Zappos and Zulily, and I take those corporate e-commerce principles and I apply them to Etsy, and that is why we see very consistent, reliable results. And now I have a company of over 25 people where we have helped over 2,000 Etsy sellers scale their businesses. And we do that using these same e-commerce principles. We teach you how to do this with our course and one-on-one coaching. All right, now that you kind of see my background and where I'm coming from, I want to show you how to fix your SEO so that you can make more money. So what is SEO? SEO stands for search engine optimization. Basically, it's how you get found without paying for ads. It's both a combination of words and the structure of those words. So that means the order that they're in and where they are placed. So words alone are not enough. The structure of those words really matters. So on Etsy, there are so many places to put your SEO. Your titles, your descriptions, your images, your videos, your policies, and more. There are so many places to input your SEO. But today, I'm going to dive into one component, and it is a big component, and that is your titles. What on earth are you supposed to title your listings? Now, one of the biggest problems with SEO in your titles is that most people use that space to describe the item itself and not the purpose. So as the maker and creator of a listing, we might often think to describe the item as we know it. So we're thinking about the size, the shape, the materials. But customers don't really care if it's, 8 millimeters or 9 millimeters. They might not care if it's French velvet or velvet. They might not care if it's pine wood or maple wood. They might be simply looking for a gift for their wife, or maybe some dangly earrings. Because it is so intuitive to describe the item with your SEO and not the purpose, I'm going to use a few examples to illustrate how to properly use SEO in your titles. So this example is a candle, and as you can see, it's titled Candle Dessert Glasses Cinnamon Chocolate Candle Jar with Chocolate Chips and Topping Cinnamon Roll Scent. Okay. So what's the problem here? Number one is that no one is going to be thinking that they want to buy a cinnamon chocolate candle jar with chocolate chips and topping. Is that what someone is actually typing in to Etsy search? Maybe someone is just looking for a sweet smelling candle, or a dessert themed candle, or a gift for a candle lover. Does the person actually care if there are toppings on it? Do they care that it's a glass jar? Or could it be metal? Do they care that it includes chocolate chips? Those are not necessarily priorities in what they're looking for. Those might not be at the forefront of their minds. So instead, when thinking about the purpose and utility of this candle, I might call it something like this for the title. Sweet scented candle for friend, candle dessert themed candle, cinnamon roll scented candle, gift for candle lover. The reason for this is because these long tail keywords are overlapping to make as many possible different long tail keywords as you can fit in one title. So this means it's going to show up in the widest variety of search results. So what this does is it's going to show up when someone searches for sweet scented candle for friend, candle dessert themed candle, candle cinnamon roll scented candle gift for candle lover. Okay, and then what I would do is duplicate this listing, change out the main listing photo, and repackage and reposition it with new SEO. So it's found under new search results. So then I would call it something like this: sweet scented candle, food themed candle, dessert candle, cinnamon scented decorative candle for new homeowner gift. Okay, the reason for this is because it connects as many long tail keywords as possible through overlapping. And you'll see it now would show up for sweet scented candle, candle food themed candle, themed candle dessert, dessert candle cinnamon scented decorative candle, and candle for new homeowner, as well as new homeowner gift. The reason for this is that someone won't think they're looking for chocolate chips and toppings on a candle, but they might know they're looking for a dessert-themed candle or a candle that smells sweet. So think about the customer and their priorities, not your materials. The customer cares about the outcome, not necessarily all the different supplies that are put together to achieve that outcome. All right, let's dive into another example. This is a fun one, and I see this mistake all the time. This painting is titled Plenty Coming Original Oil Painting, Apple Orchard, Tree Landscape, Apple Trees Harvest, Impressionist Painting, Green Brown Art, 30 by 24 centimeters. So, another tip is that the most valuable real estate of the SEO in your title is the very beginning. That matters the most. So don't put something in here that would mean something to you and not the customer. So for example, no one is going to search plenty coming. Why would anyone type that in? So instead, I might title it something like this: Tree Landscape Original Oil Painting, Apple Orchard Painting, Fall Themed Artwork for Bathroom, Impressionist Art, Greenery Wall Hanging. Okay, so with this, you are capturing these long tail keywords: tree landscape, landscape original oil painting, painting apple orchard painting, painting fall themed artwork, artwork for bathroom, bathroom impressionist art, greenery, and greenery wall hanging. So you're getting in front of so many more long tail keywords. Then I would duplicate the listing, repackage and reposition with new SEO and a new listing photo, and I would title it something like this: Landscape Impressionist Oil Painting for Office Wall Decor, for Woodland Nursery Wall Art, for Nature Lover Decor. You might think, what on earth? But watch this, okay? You're capturing the search results for Landscape Impressionist Oil Painting for office wall decor for Woodland Nursery wall art for Nature Lover, and Nature Lover Decor. With this example, you're getting in front of many different potential purposes and utilities for the product. So you are getting in front of people who are looking for bathroom decor, for people looking for office decor, maybe even nursery decor, right? Look at what you have and think about all the different places or people that would be using this. We're also including some more unique trending long tail keywords such as woodland nursery decor, greenery wall hanging, right? Those are things that, this painting, someone might not look at it and think immediately, yes, this is what I had in mind for a greenery wall hanging, but a lot of people are searching that, and this might fit the bill. So we don't want to get hung up on the intricate details that really matter to us as the creator or the artist, but we want to think about, okay, what matters to the person? What is the person's priority? They're looking for some kind of a woodsy looking painting for the wall in some location where it would make sense. It doesn't matter that there's apples in those trees. It doesn't matter if there's one tree or if there's 5 trees in the picture. So just think about the solution you're providing and what that customer is prioritizing in that solution. Now we're going to go through one more example here. And this is a very, very common mistake I see with SEO. You can see this listing is titled A Heart Pink Velvet and Pink Gross Grain Ribbon Ring Earring Box. Okay, a lot of problems. First of all, who is typing in a heart pink velvet? What does that pertain to? That's the most valuable real estate, and it's being taken up by something that people probably aren't searching. Also, it's not even a heart, it's a square. So questions, right? These are just questions. Next, gross grain ribbon. First of all, who can spell gross grain and who knows what that is? Does the person care that ribbon is used to make this? Let alone do they care that it's gross grain ribbon used to make this? Another thing with this that you want to keep in mind with the reference to the heart. So if people are actually searching for a heart-shaped ring box or gift box, and this showed up they're not going to click into this because it's not at all relevant to what they're searching for. So if someone's searching for a circle and you have a picture of a square and you call it a circle, that means the intent was a circle and you're using very irrelevant search terms. So the first few times that someone searches for this and you have a brand new listing with completely irrelevant SEO, sure, it might show up. But after a period of time where there is 0 clicks into the listing because it is not at all relevant to those search terms, the algorithm will see that you are not relevant to those search terms and they will stop showing you. You'll see a very low click-through rate on this because it is not at all relevant to the search terms, and you'll see that your traffic slowly goes down over time. Your first day of traffic might actually be the highest day. So instead, I would call this listing something like hot pink ring box, velvet ring box for wedding, ring flat lay photo prop for day of wedding, pink bride, gift box for bridal shower. Okay, so with this, you might be thinking, what the heck? That looks like you're stuffing short tail keywords together. No, we are not keyword stuffing. We are having as many long tail keywords as possible, and we're using overlap so that you show up in a wider variety of long tail keyword search results. So then now you are captured in searches for hot pink ring box velvet, velvet ring box for wedding, wedding ring flat lay photo prop. That's a long tail keyword. Photo prop for day of wedding, wedding pink bride gift box, gift box for bridal shower. So you can see you're showing up in so many different long tail keywords where this item would be relevant. Then I would duplicate the listing, repackage and reposition with new SEO and a new photo, and I would call it something like this. Square velvet gift box for wedding ring box for earring, velvet jewelry box, heirloom wedding gift for bride, wedding day gift for wife. Okay, you might have caught that earring, right? It said earring, not earrings. Well, you don't need to have plurals in your Etsy SEO. They account for that. And by taking off that S, it might have allowed me to put in a full extra word. So no plurals. So with this, you are capturing the searches for square velvet gift box for wedding, wedding ring box for earring or earrings, earring velvet jewelry box heirloom, heirloom wedding gift for bride, bride wedding day gift, and gift for wife. Okay, so you're showing up in so many additional long tail keywords. So you see here with all of these examples, we are really looking at the purpose, the utility of the item. Who is it for? What is the big picture idea or solution that this solves? We are not focused on the materials, the dimensions, the internal name that we call it, right? Like the name of our painting. We are looking at, number one, the problem we are solving and the solution that we are providing to the customers. And number two, what they would actually search to find that thing. And we do this because it helps us get in front of the right customers who are actually searching for a solution. So profitable customers who are not price-sensitive customers usually come to Etsy looking for a solution. You know, they value their time more than money, and they're looking to make a decision when they find what they're looking for. So it is very important that you show up in relevant search results. And before we close this out, I'm going to give you one bonus tip that I have not heard anyone else talking about when it comes to SEO. And that is a little tip that I have in the structure. So one thing that you will notice is that many of us as Etsy sellers intuitively describe an item with the descriptors first and the product or the noun second. For example, we might call our listing a light pink boho dress. But when prospective customers are actually searching, they oftentimes start with the noun and then type in the descriptors or the adjectives second. So they start with the noun first and the descriptors second. So for example, they might type in dress light pink boho, right? So that is something to really keep in mind. Another example of this is if you're selling like social media templates. Maybe you would think to call a listing neutral, minimalist social media template. Well, the person searching is more likely to search social media template, minimalist, neutral. So the descriptors are after the object. And as business owners, as the creators of something, that's not intuitive to us because we are thinking of what makes that item unique first, but that is not always how people are searching. Oftentimes, the specifics are an afterthought. So just keep that in mind when you are putting together your SEO. So SEO can be intimidating because without it, you are severely limiting the success of your business. If you have terrible SEO, it doesn't matter how good your product is, but it can prevent you from even being found. So if you want to be successful on Etsy or in e-commerce in general, whether that be on Amazon or Shopify, you have to learn SEO. And that is one of the best ways to stand out in a saturated platform. If you are, let's say we're comparing apples to apples, right? There's shops that are very similar to you in what they offer and their price points and their photos. SEO can be the difference between winning and losing. It's not going to come down to price that matters because if you're not getting found, you have no chance of winning. If you need help with your SEO, feel free to reach out to me. Myself and my team of coaches have helped over 2,000 Etsy sellers scale their businesses. And our specialty is using real e-commerce principles to help you scale your shop in a way that you get consistent, reliable results. Feel free to connect with me over on Instagram at Dylan Jarris or check out our website. It's dylanjarris.com. Make sure to also download our free daily actions checklist where we give you steps to take every day in your Etsy shop to increase your traffic, your sales, and your profit. All right, we hope to connect with you soon.